Deep in the charming, green city of Fredericton, New Brunswick, where the St. John River flowed like a silver ribbon and the air smelled of blooming flowers, lived a very special bicycle named Zoom. Zoom wasn't just any bike. His frame gleamed a bright blue, his bell tinkled like wind chimes, and most remarkably, he could talk. But Zoom held a secret desire. He longed to explore beyond the familiar paths of Odell Park and discover the natural wonders of his New Brunswick home. One sunny morning, as the mist lifted from the river, revealing the city's historic buildings, two children arrived at the park. There was Loretta, a girl with a curious mind and a love for exploring, and her gentle friend, Matinal, who always had a kind word and a thoughtful observation. "Oh, bother," exclaimed Loretta, her enthusiasm dampened. "Now our plans for cycling along the river trail are ruined." "Perhaps we can still find something interesting to do here," suggested Matinal softly, ever the one to find the silver lining. Just then, Zoom, who had been resting beneath a shady maple tree, decided it was time to share his secret. He chimed his bell cheerfully and, to the girls' utter surprise, announced, "Don't fret, friends. I have 2 seats and a sturdy frame. I can take you on any adventure your hearts desire." Loretta and Matinal stared at the talking bicycle, their eyes wide with disbelief. Did that bike just talk?" Loretta whispered, nudging Matinal in astonishment. Matinal, though equally amazed, quickly composed herself. "It certainly did. This is extraordinary." A wave of excitement washed over them. They carefully climbed onto Zoom's comfortable seats, Loretta in the front and Matinal behind. With a happy jiggle of his handlebars, Zoom began to pedal, carrying them out of Odell Park and onto the picturesque streets of Fredericton. They passed the grand Legislative Assembly building, its sandstone walls glowing in the morning light, and followed the river, where canoes glided peacefully on the water. Loretta, always eager for adventure, declared, "Zoom, could you take us to see the Mactaquac Dam? I've heard it's an incredible sight." "A splendid idea," Zoom replied, his wheels spinning with anticipation. They set off, following a scenic route that soon led them along the banks of the St. John River. As they rode, a thick fog began to roll in, blanketing the river in a veil of mystery. The air grew cool and damp, and the path, usually easy to follow, became a bit more challenging. Zoom had to pay close attention, listening to the gentle lapping of the water against the shore, and feeling the subtle changes in the terrain beneath his tires to stay on track. Suddenly, the path seemed to vanish altogether, as they reached a fork with several confusing trails leading in different directions. "Oh dear," Loretta said, her voice filled with uncertainty. "Which way do we go now? Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye."